Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sob Squad. I like to make a lot of different types of content here, mostly motorcycle and car related stuff, a few other things from time to time, but hope you guys are doing well this weekend. Hope you had some time to relax, re-energize, enjoy yourselves. Look at these posers here. On our way right now to we got some quick dinner before we go and hit a lift. Trying to get that strength up. Trying to be built like Spider-Man, you know what I mean? That is the goal. Figure it's a nice day. Probably gonna be one of the last like 80-degree weather days that we have here in upstate New York. Just take the bike out as much as I can. I've been riding a fuck ton past week. All over. It's just been such nice riding weather. I'm probably going to cling on to the hope that I could ride for the next few weeks. Probably will have to layer up soon, but last year I rode through like Halloween time, maybe like a week or so after that. Then I put it away for the season. It's a little sad having to put the thing away. It'll be like a week or two after I put it away, and then I get that wave of depression being like, man, I just want to ride my bike. Because I'll put the Saab away at the same time, and then it's just like, okay, well now I don't have my fun toys anymore. I mean, I still have the GTI, but I don't know, it's not the same, man. It's like, sure, the Golf is more powerful and it's probably faster than both the Saab and the bike. But man, it's not the same. It is not the same. Also happened to have one of my buddies ride past the house today on his little, I think it's a Kawasaki, I think it's a KLX. It's like an on-off-road bike by Kawasaki. Got to ride that thing around. I think it's like a 250. And man, even like coming from the Vitpillen, which this thing is, you know, it's like 300 or 400 pounds. It's a light bike. That thing was like, it felt like nothing. It felt like a bicycle. It's ridiculous. Actually, I'm gonna get gas. I'm gonna fill up. Running low. Then we will go get dinner. And we're back at it. Record time. Alright. We've successfully gotten gas. I gotta do an oil change on this thing before I put it away for the year. Too bad if I don't do that. Turning here, but not you, Nissan. We take my time. Yeah, back on topic. Small bike, fun. But I am actually considering getting rid of this thing over the winter, maybe next season. Jesus, I can't fucking see shit. There we go. looking at getting something a little bigger. I really do like this bike a lot, but I want to get something a smidge bigger. Also maybe a bit more rised handlebar position. I love the aesthetic of this bike, and I was really flirting with the idea of getting a 701 Vitpillen, but after having tried out a bunch of different bikes from buddies, I want to get a bigger displacement bike, a bit more comfy of a seating position, so I can go on longer rides and, you know, not be so adverse to the highway. Because you've seen me go on the highway with this a couple of times now, and like, it'll do it, but it just isn't ideal. So I gotta like ring out 6th gear to like barely keep up with traffic. Now one bike I should say that I've been looking at a whole bunch is Indian FTR 1200. I love the way those bikes look. That seems like it would be so fun. That or Indian Scout. Another one that's been thrown around in my mind for a while is a Triumph Bonneville Bobber. I'm looking for more of like not a straight up cruiser bike, but a bit more of a casual sort of riding experience as opposed to like sport bikes or anything like that. I was very lucky, had the opportunity to ride one of my buddy's bikes. It's got a Ducati V4S, and that thing was absolutely insane. It had some of the the most aggressive riding position I've ever fucking been on. Actually kind of lighter than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's a Ducati, it's a fucking race bike. It's the 998cc like race spec. That thing was wild. I don't need anything fucking that crazy. That was a wild bike. Maybe a Ducati V2. I've always liked those, but then again, I haven't really ridden a lot of sport bikes. So it's really like, come to think of it, it's kind of an insane spread of sport bikes that I've ridden, where it's been the Ducati, the V4S, or a Ninja 400, which that didn't even have like true clip-ons. They were like raised up. That was actually a very comfy ride compared to the Ducati. But I'd love to see what a V2 is like, because I heard that that one also doesn't have like the traditional like clip-on style. But that's a fucking sick truck. Holy shit. But the thing is, Ducati, they don't let you fucking test ride any of their shit. At least the dealer over by me, so yeah, I don't know. But then again, Ducati's also charging like fucking 16 grand for a V2, where it's like for 16 grand, I can find so much. Like with my main argument with like the Indian FTR, I could find them all day on Marketplace with like 1,000 miles on them for like 8-9 grand. And that seems like it would be such a fucking fun ride. I could also find V2s used for like low teens. They hold their value pretty decently, but I definitely want to get a secondhand bike for the next one, just because I won't take that big hit in depreciation like I did with this. Not that it bothers me. I didn't spend a whole lot on this bike. It was like $5,500, 6 grand around there, brand new, 0 miles. But I feel like that's the way I want to go for the next one, just so I don't have the, you know, depreciation on the front of my mind. Triumphs as well, the Bonneville Bobbers, also around like the 8 to 10 grand range, secondhand with low miles. But yeah, anyone has one of those bikes wants to let me ride it, let me know. I would love to. I'd give you a big old kiss on the lips. No homo. But yeah, no, I really want to try riding these bikes. It's just, I'm not in the current market for doing that right now. Like I said, it's going to be over the winter or beginning of next season. That's what I got rolling around in my mind right now. Saab's also got some weird shit going on right now. I got like a little clunk sound in the front end. I gotta throw it up in the air to see what the fuck's loose. I'm thinking it might be some bushing that's shot, or God forbid it's an axle. I really hope it's not an axle. Had a vacuum line pop off while I was driving the other day, and that caused the fucking engine to stall out. I got fucking super hard brakes. Turns out it was the line that goes from the throttle body, like the intake manifold, to the brake booster. So I was having a massive vacuum leak on the intake manifold, causing the fucking car to like sputter as I'm holding a constant throttle position, and then the brakes were like rocks because the master wasn't getting any fucking vacuum pressure for the brakes. So that was fun. I immediately knew what it was though, because I've had it happen on my older Saab like probably 7 years ago. So I pulled over into a lot, popped the hood, plugged it back in there, and we were chilling. But I gotta secure that. I also have to find a big evap leak on the car. The tune's not where it should be right now because of the evap leak. It's another thing I want to look at while I have it up in the air. It's the charcoal canister. It smacked off the ground last summer while I was doing a rally, and I just secured it with some chicken wire because they're the little what do you call it, the strap for the charcoal canister to secure it onto the underside of the car is a completely discontinued part. And I was thinking of getting like a gas tank strap for a new Gen 9.3, cutting it to size and welding it and putting that in place. And I could have got one for super cheap at the owners convention. I just didn't think of fucking resizing it, like cutting it up and resizing. Speaking of the devil, what do we got here? A little CBR? Yeah. That's nice. But yeah, some issues I got to track down with the Vigan. I just got to bring it into work one day and throw it up on the lift, just so I can get a view of everything going on from underneath. Yeah, the brothers don't care for me too much. We're approaching the destination. I'm about to go get me a fucking bowl of pasta. Not at the Olive Garden. Oh, what do we got there? Is that a Repsol Honda? I think so. Oh shit, that's an Aprilia. Very nice. Let's see how fucking busy this place is. If I can find parking here. I think there should be. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good rest of your week. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you want to see more of this. And I will see you next time. Peace.